Hello and welcome to Tea for Tarot, and that simply means that I'm here for the unboxings, I'm here for the reviews, I'm here for the readings, but ultimately I am here for the messages, the healing, and I'm here for the work. Now, I told you I would be back with my black owned brands mass market decks, and I'm just gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. I'll give any information that I feel like I need to give afterwards. So we're gonna go ahead and go with this deck. So this was actually a surprise for me. I just went ahead and looked into a lot of the decks that I already had, and I was like, okay, well, let me check out some of these names to see if anyone is already on that list. And come to find out, this one, which is very popular in the YouTube tarot world right now, the whole collection. This is the Mabon Oracle, but there's one for Boltane, Ibalik. I'm not very well versed in any of those. This is why I got this one and left it at that. What I like about this Oracle, it has a lot in it. It does really good for shadow work, but also it's very well organized. It gives you a lot of different ways to use the cards themselves. Let's see if it has a look at how we use it. It says how to use the cards. It comes with 44 in the deck. There's an introduction here. Okay, boom. It says the themes that it focuses on. It has agriculture, ancestral healing, balance and transition, concentration, ending and mourning, goals and accomplishments, gratitude, grounding, healing, self-care, planning and preparation, sharing, and wisdom. And I must say I 100% agree with that. I pulled these cards, and I definitely pulled it closer to October, around that Halloween time, because that is pretty much where I do a lot of my transitioning, a lot of my in-depth shadow work, to walk my way into that resting period of the wintertime. So it talks about using the cards and going beyond the deck. It says when you're feeling stagnant or out of alignment, to gain a better understanding of where you're going, for evaluating toxic relationships, when working specifically with any of the animals or herbs in the deck, when you wish to experience peace of mind and more calmness in your life, for seeking balance, and for support in letting go of what no longer serves you. So you can do daily pulls. I personally like to do a pick 3, but it has a lot of different there we go. It has quite a few spreads in here. It does recommend that you do a deck interview. I personally did not do one. This deck started speaking to me like crazy as soon as I opened it. So you got the 2 cards, the 3 cards. Of course, you have the classic Celtic cross. Things that you need to leave behind, falling leaves, lessons, darkness in the spread, molasses spread. Like it gives you a lot of information, and there's still more. Like I skipped pages. So full color guidebook. You have the keywords. Well, you have the title, the keywords, and you have a quote or an affirmation there in the back. And then it goes into what the card means and how to use it. And it also tells you a little bit more about what's on there. So let's go through this. And this is what the box looks like. As I said before, it is 44 cards with a colored guidebook made by Rockpool. And this is the cost. It's $24.95 and $18.99 for the UK. But I love the way this deck feels. I love the gilding on the side and the artwork. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have a hard time reading this super painty like artwork. It doesn't always speak to me, but it's something about this particular deck that just gives me all the feels. It gives me everything. It's very inclusive, and again, this is a black owned deck. I'll say the name. I think I believe it's Lorraine Anderson, and I actually found that out because I ordered mine off of Amazon. And if you click, I'm just gonna keep going through here, and if you click on the artist, not the artist, if you click on the author's names, usually they'll have pictures and they'll show you, you know, who they are. There's a couple people I had to actually full blown Google to ensure, because I don't like being wrong. Like, well, you look like telling the whole world wrong things to the best of my ability, because I'm also human. But this was definitely a collaborative effort between 3 people. It was Lorraine Anderson, Julie Diaz, and Tijuana Lokovic. And I do sincerely apologize if I butchered anyone's names, but like I said, this particular deck, it gives you all types of stuff. So you got the Apothecary Cabinet. It says, without practice, without befriending them, they are strangers in your path. So it pretty much shows, like, you know, it's a lot of intimidating things in this cabinet if you're not familiar with the tools. But what they're saying is, if you don't try, you'll never know what it is that you have. If you don't give yourself the opportunity to do certain things, you don't know what you have in you and what you don't have in you. You don't fully know and understand your strengths and weaknesses unless you put it to the test. So that's what I love about this deck. It has so many meanings. Tea magic. Reach into the subconscious, pull from the source, and weave magic with intention, and the answers will unfold. Pretty much self-explanatory. But tobacco. Feed your ancestors. Raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna leave that one out. I don't know why I feel that need, but I'll go back and read in the guidebook to see what it is. But as you can see, really like this. The artwork is very vibrant, very pretty, and this is what it looks like on the back. If you wanted to use this for a reading, you wouldn't be able to tell if it was in reverse or not, but I personally do not read this in reversal. So going back to tobacco, number 40. I'm just gonna, look at that. See, so I don't even think this is the one, but remember we just talked about tea magic, right? So you got tea magic, you have the keywords, answers, hard truths. Reach into your subconscious, pull from the source, and weave magic with intentions, and the answers will unfold. So it gives you this whole synopsis and description of what it is, and then it goes and tells you about a divination tea spell. Like, it's so practical. I love that. Now, going back to tea, number 4. I'm at tobacco, number 40. I believe I'm going this way. 39, 40. Cool. So you got tobacco. You have the key phrase once again, and then you have more keywords. So purification, connecting to the spirits and ancestors, respect. It says your higher self chose this card because it's a request from your ancestors or spirits with whom you are most comfortable to approach them and the people in your life with more respect and humility. Offering tobacco is a sign of respect and connection for the ancestors in many cultures. Perhaps it's heard about most often in Native American traditions, but it is also a common practice for many people from Africa, South Africa, and Caribbean and Southern United States. When you meet the spirits, When you meet the spirits that support your path, remember they can see things that you cannot. They can make space where you have faced walls. They can lift you up and carry you over difficult terrain, and they know answers to important questions you haven't even thought of. There are people in your life who also have value and can fill in the blanks with a new perspective that you have not considered. What your situation requires is open mind and to acknowledge your limited knowledge or understanding in situations. Now, I was getting ready to say that this card wasn't for me because I literally just picked up tobacco for my ancestors, I want to say 3 days ago, and did that. But I will also say that I have a hard time asking for help, or, you know, not even financial help, but just sometimes to get information. We really as a people have to stop that, okay? Like, we don't know everything, and yes, we can do Googling, but sometimes when you just sometimes your greatest resources are the people. It's not necessarily what you know, is who you know. And I am learning that more by the day. You have no idea how many resources you have in your family. So I know this, if this is also for me, it's for some of y'all. Okay, cool. Just want to throw that out there. Okay, I had to go back and adjust my lighting a little bit, but the next deck is the Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle. Again, this has 44 cards in it and a guidebook. Let's go into the guidebook here. So what I actually loved about this deck is the fact that I learned a lot about myself and others with it. And by others, I mean, you know, my kids, my partners, and those individuals. So as I started to get into astrology and understanding the different placements that I have in my chart, this was a very big help. You have the different placements as far as your Lilith is concerned. You have the dark feminine, the dark divine archetype cards. You have the astrology cards, which is the planets. Let me see if I missed something. Okay. You have the planets, and you have a couple ascension cards in there as well. Now, what I appreciate in this, it gives you a little information about who Lilith is, the power of dark energy, the connection of Lilith and Black women, and also some information about the ancient magic of alchemy. Now, this was the other part. It gives you a couple terms as well. So if you've ever heard anybody use the term Philosopher's Stone, it also gives you the definitions and what that means. The 7 Hermetic Principles, I'm telling you, it gives quite a bit of information, and I was very pleasantly surprised. It also comes with a few spreads here, past, present, future, all the way up to an 11 card spread. I personally use these in a 6 card spread. I do it a lot to get to know myself. I use them as a way to lead into my reading, if that makes sense. So you have the different aspects: the dark divine feminine shadow work, dark divine masculine shadow work, and it, like I said, it just gives you a lot of information. My Lilith is in Virgo, and it talks about releasing perfectionism, and it gives a whole spiel on what that looks like, and it gives you an affirmation at the bottom. I thought that was really cool. I'm trying to go back into these. Oh, and it gives you a breakdown. So it doesn't just talk to you about the planets. It gives every single breakdown in the astrology. So this is Venus. My Venus is in Scorpio, so emotional depth. So definitely. If you are wanting to learn more about astrology and yourself and the placements, I'll try to remember to, it gives you timelines and everything. I'll try to remember to drop the website that I use to get my full chart. It is free. And when I tell you, this has helped me a lot when it comes to, you know, my relationships, not just with myself, but with others, with my children. It's really done me really good. So this is the inside of the box. Break free and reclaim your power. And if I have not said it as of yet, this is what the back looks like, and the cost is $19.99 in the US and $25.99 in Canada. Now, if you couldn't tell by the front of the artwork, oh, look at that, perfect timing. If you couldn't tell by the front of the artwork, this is definitely an AI deck. Okay, that can be distracting for some, but this is the imagery that I look for. I do a lot of intuitive readings, and I get a lot of messages simply from the pictures. So as I was telling you about the placements, Black Moon, Lilith, and Gemini, liberate your truth. I really do believe that this is something very neat. I believe a lot of these are self-explanatory, and if you want to go further in depth, like look how deep that card is. Shadow release. Really? It gives me all the feels. Now, I thought this was funny. Okay, I knew I was on a point and I forgot what that point was, but boy, this card gets me every time. Every individual in this deck, as far as the people, the divine feminines, they all have natural hair or short hair. But baby, Miss Jezebel, Queen Jezebel, she's the only one in here with a lace front. Like, that just is, it's really giving her energy. It's a part of the aesthetic, and I just thought that was so funny to me. And matter of fact, I'm gonna leave her out. I'm gonna read that card and see what we get. So you got the nose of the moon, release, clear, and align. Like, come on, man. These are the type of AI cards that I'm talking about. I really do enjoy that. Communication and truth all coming out. Ooh. As a man thinketh, so is he. That just really, anyway, I'm trying to tell you. Free yourself, honor your boundaries, Mars, drive, energy, and passion. And again, it tells you, it gives you a breakdown in the book what it means. My Mars is in Aries, and I can go and check in this book to see what that means for, look at that, Venus, love, and abundance. And I can see what that means for me, the Black Madonna. Like, come on, man. Mother Earth. I really love this. I've learned a lot from this deck. And again, it's not distracting for me, but the imagery just gives. This gives me Mother and Crone energy. This gives me Empress energy here with the pregnancy. It's Master Manifester. It just does it for me. I'm stuttering. I'm at a loss for words. Like, it gives me so much depth and understanding in myself. It's a great shadow work deck. It's a great shadow work deck. It's a great start off of a reading if you don't know what to read about, or you just interested in some type of growth. This deck right here really does it for me. Next deck I want to speak on is another deck that I thoroughly enjoy the guidebook on, and this is the Black Tarot. This is by Miss Nyaja Williams and illustrated by this beautiful individual right here. When I tell you I have had enough of choking on people's words today, I have had enough over choking over, I'm sorry, not people's words, but people's names today. I've had enough. And I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody. So please charge it to my heart. Charge it to my head and not my heart, okay, y'all? Now, what I absolutely love about this guidebook, the guidebook alone to me is the money. It's worth the money already. It goes into all types of symbolism. It goes into the numerology. It has, I know for a fact it has over like 30 different ideas for spreads. It tells you how to set your intentions. It tells you the alignment, aka yin and yang, aka reversals and non-reversal cards. It gives you the suits. It tells you about the it gives you everything. So this is a list of, I don't know, can you see? This is a list of different symbolisms and signs that you may see, not only in the life but inside of these cards as well, and what they may mean. Feathers, numbers, clouds, scents, and all those things to kind of look out for as you're doing your reading and embark on your spiritual journey. You have water right here, and it goes into the symbolism of it. It has the moon phases, a couple rituals in there and what to do. One thing I will mention is that the suits are named something different. So you got baskets for cups, knives for swords, coins for pentacles, and they actually show up as either conch shells or cowrie shells, whereas the wands, you know, usually comes up as sticks or wands, and that's what that is. And it goes into the traits of it, the zodiac signs that are associated, all of that. So like when I tell you this guidebook just breaks it all down. Like, if you are new to tarot, this will give you all the information that you need. I personally feel that it will give you all the information that you need. So you got the numerology of it all. 1 meaning beginnings, power, unity, creation. 8 abundance, prosperity, authority, navigation. 7 test, metaphysics, contemplation, spirituality, and withdrawal. 10 beginnings and endings, infinity, eternity, and cycles. And like I said, with the alignment, the yin and yang, the known order, masculinity, day, authoritarianism, fascism and yin, the unknown, chaos, femininity, night, and decadence and nihilism. I don't know. Like I said, I'm tired of mispronouncing stuff, y'all. So please, let me see. Boom, this word right here. Again, no disrespect. Cool. You get affirmations, all of that. And this is where the money is right here, y'all, the spreads. So you've got the 1 card spreads. These are all the types of examples, the 2 card spreads. Now, the 3 card spreads. As a tarot reader, baby, this right here gives you everything that you can do for yourself. Past, present, future. Option 1, option 2, option 3, physical state, mental state, spiritual state, challenge, how to overcome it, your goal, what you want, what they want, where is it going, where you are now, what is pulling you apart, and what needs attention in your relationship, your dream, your nightmare, waking life, ego, higher self, connection. It gives you so much, and it just keeps going. It literally just keeps going, and I'm like, the insanity. Like, it gives you everything. And gosh, I adore this book. This is by far one of my favorite guidebooks ever. So then you have the title, you have the traits, which are the keywords, you have a description of the card, which tells you, okay, this woman is looking over her shoulder, blah blah blah, you know, this represents the subconscious, woo woo woo, you know, because I will say this is not a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck. And it actually throws me off a little bit, but you'll see why in a second. But it also gives you questions and things to consider as you get these cards. So I really do love and enjoy that. It gives you the flower, the elements, and the chakras, along with it as well. And as you can see, it is a full-blown color guidebook. Absolutely stunning. So let's get into the cards. Actually, one more pause. Just want to show you what the box looks like. Okay. The Ancestral Awakening deck and guidebook. Flips open from the side. Looks like this. A little bit velvet. Excuse my little paper. And I don't know if I said this before, but $28 in the US, $35 in Canada. I got mine at my local Books A Million. And it comes in a tuck book. I personally am not a fan of the tuck book. I tear these things up, you hear me? So I'm probably going to get a little baggie or something to put these in. Probably something like this, and put it inside, because I tear these up over time. You see my nails starting to dig into it? I don't know if you can tell, but that is not a favorite of mine. So this is a really thick deck. The cardstock reminds me of the Modern Witch Tarot and the Metaphysical Cannabis Tarot deck. Very thick cardstock. Great quality. Great qualities. Okay. And then the colors of the cards also correspond with other things. But this is the Wheel of Fortune, and I'm just going to split this up. Now, I really do, I love the aesthetic of this deck, but I have to personally work on this, work with this a little bit closer. It takes a little bit more effort for me to understand the meanings. Like this, it looks pretty basic right now, but when I try to do the readings that I want to do, they don't always make sense. And I don't understand that. I think it's because I want to do the readings I want to do with this deck. And it's like, no, that's not what I'm made for. Look at that. The High Priestess. And there goes the moon phases. You got the pomegranate in the background. This is the Empress. Love it. The Hanged Man. The Death card. Oh, look at all the major arcanas over here. Okay, cool. Nine of Baskets, aka the Nine of Cups. Five of Coins. But as I stated, you can kind of get the gist. But like I said, based on the readings that I want to do and try to do, I keep trying to force this deck to fit into a certain aesthetic, and it's not having it. Like, look at this, the Seven of Wands. Usually a defensive position, but you know, when all those the police brutality and things that was going on. There was a lot of individuals on the front line saging the streets and doing things like that. Like, this is a way to fight, which almost gives like the idea of, you know, not everything that you do in defense has to be, you know, it doesn't have to be aggressive, you know. Sometimes keeping the peace, cleansing the energy is a way of, or cleansing the energy is a way of keeping the peace. There's multiple ways to skin a cat, if that makes sense. So that's what that's giving me there. 5 of baskets, 10 of wands. Look at that. They're so stunning though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do like them. I just need to put a little bit more effort into understanding these cards a little bit better, I believe. But definitely very loving and very caring deck. I think this would be really good for doing love readings for sure. I did a deck interview and it also said that it liked to, as it said, ancestral and generational wealth type readings as well. So something to think about when you purchase this deck. But it really gives me all the feels. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck, y'all. It really is. Look at the mother of the church as a Hierophant. It really gets to the culture. It really does. The Tower card. Yes. So definitely, like I said, really dig that. Really thick deck. The guidebook alone is super worth the money, and I'm probably going to do some edging on this deck as well to get the bonding and whatnot. Probably a nice blue. I have a thing about blue. Blue is my favorite color. I don't know if I've said that yet, but absolutely. But I'm going to throw this back in the tuck box and go from there. Oops. Nope. I think I wanted to read a card. Did I read a card from the last deck? I don't think I did, but I'm sorry. So cool. We're going to do the 3 of Wands. Let's see here. 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Cool. Traits. Expansion and foresight. Card definition. 3 women lean against a fence, blowing bubbles. The 3 of Wands, a card of peace, symbolizes trusting in the universe while pausing to detach from the material realm to gain specific perspective. Just perspective. The women are off the beaten path, hoping to discover all the opportunities that await. This card encourages manifesting, speaking your dreams, plans, and needs to the universe. Tap into your vision for your world and push past any limitations you have placed on your design for the future. Explore all the possibilities. Your thoughts and interactions are an energy exchange between you and the cosmos. Everything is connected. Honor that network. In the yang, grounding and stability, actively choosing not to rush, trust mentality, in alignment. In yin, scarcity mindset, debts, delays, ungrounded and emotional instability, aligning. Take the scenic route. Boom. So there it is then. Put this back. Love that. Okay, so next, what we got? Got one that's quote unquote controversial. I don't care about any of that. I absolutely love this deck. This is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. It has 78 cards, so pretty much a tarot deck. It has the major arcana in there, and it has a few other suits in there as well. I'll go over that in a second, but this retails for $24.99 in the US and $32.99 in Canada. It says, breathe into your consciousness, breathe out to the universe. Connect with self, body, and universe is essential. Connection with self, body, and universe is essential to mindful practice. The Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck will help you tap into your intuition, opening the third eye through herbal healing. A debut Oracle deck by Cannabis Sommelier. Again, I'm tired of mispronouncing words. Maggie Wilson, and the illustrator, this beautiful individual right here. Now, what I love about this deck is, once again, it does have 78 cards. I don't know why I feel the need to shuffle, but I am, because I'm listening to my intuition. Anyway, it does have the major arcana in it. It talks about meditations. It talks about different journeys, your own solo magic, all of that. And I'm only going to do half the cards. So this is one already. You have initiation and this lovely name here. And unfortunately, it doesn't have any pronunciations. This is probably like my third time filming these videos, so that's why I'm like, oh, I don't want to mispronounce anything anywhere else. But anyway, yes, so this is the Hangman. You have Silent Retreat, which is in silence. Gratitude Rampage, it's already happened. Mami Wata, Memory. Oshun, Justice. Yewa, Guidance. Glamour Energy, taking care of yourself. Stability, aka the Emperor. Spirit Act, Ego Death, aka the Tower card. This one here, Tradition, aka the tip of my tongue, Hierophant. There we go. All right, Gateway, Vision again. Oh, I didn't realize there was 2 Vision cards. That's crazy. Anyway, yes, but I absolutely love these. That's the Magician, their community card. I really do enjoy Erzuli. Enjoy these. I've done all types of readings with this. I've done love readings. I've done shadow work readings. The only reading that I would say doesn't work very well is what was it? Like career readings. It can kind of give you the energy around the career reading, like if you're gonna like it or not, that type of thing. But if you're looking like, should I stay at my job or not, you know, it's not as clear for me personally. I'm sure you can definitely get all of that, but with the type of cards in here and the number of cards in here, I find that you'll probably get a little less success with questions like that. But definitely love shadow work, the energy around a certain situation. All of that is really, really good. Actually, let me pick a card real quick. Oya, Protection. Okay, put this to the side. So we've got the guidebook. The guidebook is not in color. And as I stated before, it does break down into different sections. So you got the physical suit, cannabis suit, oracles, integration, and culture. It does not go by numbers. It doesn't have numbers on there, but it does go in alphabetical order. So you look for the bold. You look for the bold lettering, which is Oya, right here, 91, and go to the page. Boom, boom. Here we go. So our message from Oya. Oya is a Yoruban goddess of the weather, especially of powerful storms, tornadoes, lightning, fires, and rain. Oya means wind warrior goddess. She is represented by the water buffalo and would carry the spirits of the dead to the underworld. Clairvoyance, intuition, and psychic abilities are the lessons of this card, and Oya urges you to listen to the winds of change, whether you are ready or not. Legend states that Oya can call upon death and hold it off whenever she pleases. Come on. Known as the Great Mother of Witches, she comes to you when you feel you need to be protected. This might be when you are trying to protect or establish your business, which might be riding through some choppy waters at the moment. Remember, the storm will pass and Oya will be there to gather the pieces and help you start anew if needed. Ashe. So, I don't know how you guys feel, but look at this. I knew I didn't do it. I was supposed to go back and see this. Okay, I'll do that. I'll insert it in a little bit. But yes, that is an amazing word from Oya. I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. I don't have a whole lot to say about this guidebook. I don't know if anybody cares, but I mean, it gets the job done. It's nothing, you know, overly special. It does have a few spreads, how to cleanse the cards, all that great stuff, but you know, nothing out of the ordinary. So, and if I haven't shown you guys, this is what the inner box looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and put these away with my book here. Boom. It has a little flap opening. Slide right in, close it up. Boom. And I actually like that development a little bit better than the Modern Witch Tarot, because that flap helps to keep it from falling out at random. So I'm going to dip back into the Black Moon Tarot so we can read Queen Jezebel here. And the title on that is Magnetic Royal Witch. So Magnetic Royal Witch. Let's see. Boom. Number 21 down here at the bottom. So perfect timing. She's the last in this row. So you've got the title. You've got the title, the number, the lore, and a quote here at the bottom. So Queen Jezebel wants to show you how to stand in your dignity. When this card shows up, you may face opposition and conflict around who you are. Betrayal from others can sting the soul, but you are finally able to see yourself. You have the magical power to command and create your reality. Take time to practice beauty and grooming rituals, upgrade your wardrobe, and allow yourself to feel good. Come on. We could look to a plethora of ancient cultures that adorn themselves with makeup, headpieces, jewelry, perfumes as an example of this aesthetic magic. Jezebel energy has only been demonized because it represents witchy feminine power, your magic, presence, and magnetism. Like the ancient wild goddess Lilith, Jezebel's story is tragic and steeping in allegory. Jezebel was a pagan Phoenician queen in 9th century BC who was featured in the Bible, and her existence has been proven through anthropological research. She was a foreign princess who then married and became the consort of King of Israel, Ahab. In Jezebel's time, Phoenician women enjoyed more freedom and were considered equal to men. As such, she was able to practice ritual magic and worship pagan deities like Asherah and Baal. However, because of this, her new kingdom considered her evil. Her life ended in an extremely tragic way because of her unwillingness to accept the kingdom's one God. Not only was her king killed, but she was thrown out of the window, trampled by horses, and eaten by dogs. Wow. She is a dark, divine, feminine deity who was vilified like Lilith, Asherah, and Mary Magdalene. Fast forward to the modern days of Jezebel in a colloquial term associated with immoral women, harlotry, seduction, disobedience, and sin. The name serves to promote the unjust and suppression of women, witchcraft, and paganism. The key to tapping into her energy is not to be afraid of your witchy essence, charm, and beauty. You are regal and divine. Do not allow others to shame you out of your magical shine. Boom. Okay, so my next deck is the True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck. I actually really love this, and this is a deck curated by Rachel True, who is one of the original members of the my brain is The Craft. Oh my gosh, The Craft back in the day. Depending on your age, you'll remember that movie, but the original movie, not the remake. She's the melanated young lady in that. That's one of the 5 that starred in that. So this is her words about her tarot deck. She said, "My tarot decks are among my closest and best forever friends. I'm a lifelong practitioner and part of a movement committed to demystifying and destigmatizing Esoteric studies. The tarot tells the story of humanity, giving you insight into yourself by helping you clarify the now and make better choices for the future. They're like a shrink in a box and a spiritual Xanax all rolled into one. And these cards are absolutely stunning. I promise you, I'm going to go through these. And of course, it's $78 in this deck. It is $30 in the US and higher in Canada. That's cute. So what I do like about this guidebook, it is super thick and it has a lot of information. It is not in color. It does give you a few, what are they called, spreads in here. But what I love about this, it gives you, you know, different ways to connect with your deck, tells you how to keep track of your progress. So you're not just out here doing this tarot stuff, you know, for fun. It can be fun, of course, but you know, I'm always here for the messages and the healing. And these is, you know, this is how she goes about doing that. Now, she also, what I love about this deck as well, along with the Black Tarot, is that she gives the numerology behind it as well. So you got your aces and zeros, again, potential possibilities, beginnings, and new cycles. I'll go with 9. 9 plateaus, fruition, final push, nearing the end of the journey, endings, and the dark night of the soul. It goes into the 4 suits as well and how to identify what they mean, keywords. Nope, I'm moving around. Keywords and all those great things. Now, what I find to be amazing about her deck is the fact that, as I said, she definitely has her fair share of spreads. But what I like about, oh my gosh, yeah, my phone is going crazy today. So what I like about this deck is that she has the picture, she has high vibe and low vibe. So upright and in reverse. And then she gives you a description on her, you know, her own description on what it means, the quotes. And then it goes into, okay, this is what it all is reminding you of. It talks about the anxiety, all those things. And then it goes into, if you pull this in low vibe, aka reversals, and give you a whole description on that as well. Now, what also makes her deck very unique, as you can see, they have the keywords at the bottom there. But what I actually really like about this deck is a lot of her descriptions that she has in there is based on her own personal experiences. So the way these cards are created speak to the way she personally sees them. Some of it is Rider-Waite inspired, and others are you know, a beautiful rendition of it. So I'm just going to pull half these cards here and go with the flow. Now, I'll tell you what I love about this deck. This deck is a really great shadow work deck to me. And I'll show you. Oh, this is actually perfect. So what I love about this is she has quote unquote regular people in it. And then she has the dark figures here. Now, for me, when I see these dark figures, it also, it reminds me, or it prompts me to think about the shadow aspects of certain things. The 6 of Pentacles is, you know, generosity, being able to give from an overflow. But these individuals might be in a space of lack. Like, how did they get here? Are these, you know, members of your family? Are you needing to give to yourself? Because you also, like, for some strange reason, it also gives me the energy of the 6 of Cups. There's usually 2 people there that are sharing, you know, a moment of nostalgia, you know, this, that, and the third. So it kind of makes me think backwards, like, okay, well, how did you guys get here, you know, to need this help? Or, you know, are you giving from your overflow? What type of generosity? Those type of things. The 3 of Pentacles, work relationships, the positive aspects and the negative aspects of, you know, being able to work together. So again, do you work well with others? You know, with the dark shadow entities here. We've got this beautiful Empress card. It definitely plays with a lot of the regular imagery. You got the pomegranate here. See, stuff like this. The 5 of Cups. Being able to see within your grief. Definitely a shadow moment. The Death card, beautiful. The World card, beautiful, beautiful. King of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, the High Priestess, the Tower card. I'm trying to go fast because I know I keep talking, but I absolutely love this. Is probably by far one of my favorite Fool cards. It's a level of innocence. It's a level of transparency, you know, releasing weight to be able to carry yourself into the different situations, releasing that old mindset for you to be able to step forth with courage. And not only is there an opportunity to, you know, fall, there's an opportunity to fly. Because even if you misstep, the next opportunity is literally right there. I love this interpretation of it. You got the Seven of Pentacles, and again, that shadow work might be a laboring thought. You got the Nine of Swords here. So interesting. So interesting. And what are these cards saying to you? See, and this is what I'm talking about. She does such a great job. So you have the Three of Cups, which usually means unity and celebrations and collaboration with the people that you love the most. But then you got the shadow aspect of it too. It could mean a third party. You feel me? So has that in there. You got the Magician card. Love that. The Eight of Pentacles. What is behind your work? What is your motivation for you doing the things that you're doing? And also, how long have you been there? Because there's a spider web in the corner. You know, like this, I promise you, there's so much to this deck. What are you basing your opportunities around? You know what I'm saying? Yes, there you have choices. Maybe you're a little confused as to, you know, what to decide, or you feel like your choices are limited. But what is the mindset you have behind the things that are being offered to you? Love that. This is one of my favorite Seven of Swords as well. Very, very clear, very concise. Again, you got that dark figure. So what is the heart of the individual that's going on? And of course, the Seven of Swords usually means deception of some sort, or not seeing the full picture. So yes, you got the Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Prince of Cups, Prince and Princess of Wands, and then you've got the Ten of Cups. What a beautiful card to leave off on. Let's see here. I don't know. Let me pick a card that we didn't use. Boom. Ooh. See, I told y'all these dark figures really get to me. Like, So let's read for this one. Let's read for the Eight of Swords really quickly. Swords. Okay. Look at the Three of Swords. Really cool. Four of Swords. The Five of Swords. I thought that was really cool. Here we go. Eight of Swords. So what we got? We got high vibe, choice, confidence, sure-footedness, determination, acceptance, movement, low vibe, indecision, feeling stuck, not no options, anxiety, insecurity, passivity. You may be realizing it's possible to extricate yourself from a thorny situation and clear a path for new growth. Confidence is returning after a period of doubt or feeling of victimization, surrendering to what is and leaving behind what's been lost. Clears away atrophy. The power to change your circumstances is within you. In relationship dynamics, emotional breakthroughs help move you into a more loving and connected vibe. Heaviness may be lifting, allowing joy and a sense of play to sneak back in. Others may be attached to toxic situations that no longer bring pleasure. Quiet your mind chatter and spinning anxiety. Take off the blinders and make a choice to put happiness first. In professional life, dwelling on what previously went wrong is slowing your roll, or you may have just found the solution to a thorny problem, allowing movement after stasis. Regroup and attack the problem from a different angle. Some may be realizing they're unfulfilled in a dead-end situation and make plans to switch career paths. All right. Now, if pulled in the low vibe, it says the bonds tying you to a difficult person, place, or thing are self-imposed. Refusing to take responsibility or your part in where you've ended up is keeping you is keeping you stuck. Oh my goodness. Stop blaming yourself for your station in life and focus on what is in your power to change. Some prisons are of our own making. Acknowledge this truth and free yourself. Wow. Have these messages been for y'all too? Because I promise you, there have been some situations coming up, you guys, that just, woo, that just, I can't even talk. I promise you. Go ahead and let go of those, the things that no longer serve you. I promise you, you're playing mind games with yourself, and 9 times out of 10 nobody cares, or they're not paying your bills. So just let it go. Anyway, this is what the book looks like. Not the book, but the box looks like. I just want to remind you guys of this. It's cardboard. I honestly despise this box, but the cards go in here side by side. It does have this really handy little finger space so that you can lift the cards out, and this right here keeps the card from sliding all over the place. But I do not use this box. I just use it to hold the guidebook. I actually keep my cards in this handy dandy little thing here. I am not a fan of the box, but it does open and close from the side, in case you were curious. But I actually use that deck very often for a little bit of everything, especially getting into the depths of myself and others when I do tarot readings. Last but not least, we have one more oracle deck, okay? And this is the Sign of the Times Oracle by Miss Crystal Banner. She actually has several decks, oracle decks. She does have a tarot deck as well. I saw it on Etsy, but I actually got this deck out of my nearest Barnes and Noble, I believe. So, classic oracle deck. It has 44 affirmations in it. It has all the different meanings and keywords, all that type of stuff. You have spreads in here as well. You have the picture of it. It is not a color book. You have the picture, the keyword, a little background on it, and some additional meanings down here at the bottom for every single card. Very easy to read, very simple. And for me, I've been able to read it mostly without the keywords. Now, I haven't mentioned much about the card stock, but the card stock of these last few cards that I've given, they all kind of give, I don't know, the metaphysical cannabis and the black tarot gives me that thick card stock like the modern witch tarot. And this one, the Mabon oracle deck and the Black Moon Lilith cosmic oracle all give the same vibe. The Black Moon oracle is Hay House. The Mabon is Rock Pool. And this one is, who is the manufacturer for this one? I'm sorry, I'm over here looking. Who is the manufacturer for this? Well, while I'm here, US $23.99, Canada $31.99. But Hay House, that's who is the manufacturer. Cool. And again, while we're here, this is the sign you are waiting for. While you are waiting for a sign from above, the universe has been sending you messages right here on Earth. The signs and symbols in the 44 card deck look to be just a part of the landscape at first glance, but open your senses and your mind to the messages they contain, and you will find the answers you are looking for. From yield signs, the traffic cones, to lucky pennies on the sidewalk, and angel numbers on receipts, each card is bursting with everyday magic. The universe places in your path along with a guidebook to help you dig deep through the layers of meaning. And these are kind of the examples of that. So, just gonna give it a shuffle. And whatever comes up, comes up. do half of these. And again, if you would like for me to do a full walkthrough of these cards, just let me know. You got the bullseye, which means focus, tree, ancestry. It's a family reunion t-shirt. I haven't gotten that card before, so that just tickles me. Yes, so for me, these work best for me as closing cards. I've used them to start off readings before, and again, some of the ones that are in here, I find that they just work better. They just work better as closing cards for me. But I really do enjoy this, and you get a lot of different messages. It's definitely multiple layers. So recycle, recover, bees, community. Like, I love these. Butterfly, metamorphosis, and it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty, and the colors are so vibrant, and they just pop. Like feathers, messages, water, surrender. Oh my gosh, I got I did a reading and picked this card, and I meditated on it and got such a deep message. I was like, yeah, dog, you'll be amazed. It's sometimes you just need the most simple stuff, and the message is clear. Absolutely love this. But I love these for pick a cards, like one a days. Look, something told me to do the evil eye, and I put it back in the deck. That's so funny. But I love these for pick a cards. I love these for closing out a reading, for, you know, an encouraging message or type of a follow-up, if you will, after getting a whole bunch of information. Okay, well, how do we close this message out? Don't forget to have fun. Make sure you're putting up your protection. Protect your heart. Do da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, remember that such and such is happening. Like, I really love this deck for that. It gives you beautiful messages. So this is number 1. Let's go. So, boom, again, nice table of contents. Number 1, got the invocation, how to use the deck. Of course, you have the thread, the spreads, card meanings. Here we go. Evil eye. In many cultures, the evil eye is a symbol of protection against misfortune that others may wish upon you. It deflects envy, brings good luck, and protects you from any ill will that could otherwise have a negative effect on your well-being. This card is a sign of not only protection, but empowerment. When you take the steps to protect yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, there is no reason to fear. This can also speak to being in the public eye and or receiving increased attention, indicating there is a need to be aware of your surrounding energy. You may see the evil eye show up in many ways, such as an emoji, a charm, or a sticker on a laptop, as illustrated. It is also confirmation that you are and will be protected. The aloe vera plant, illustrated alongside the evil eye sticker, further emphasizes the spiritual representation of protection and good luck. The beauty of this symbol is that you can easily incorporate it into your life anywhere you feel it is necessary. Additional meanings. Place this symbol around you for additional protection. Jealous eye are upon you. Beware of negative energy. Protect your energy. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say. Like, it goes into such detail. It's such a little bit, but you know, an aloe vera plant is also for healing. You get what I'm saying? So it's always a shadow meaning and a light meaning to everything. So yeah, maybe you are the one that needs protection, but are you also the one that needs healing? Are you the one that's throwing shade? Do people need to protect themselves from you? And sometimes healing is legitimately your protection, because if you vibrate out of the frequency that people can't touch you, it's not gonna matter if they give you the evil eye or not. You're untouchable, baby. I'm not there anymore. I'm not that person that you thought I was. Ooh, that's a word. Let me get up out of here. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The labyrinth, the journey, the stars, divine guidance. Is this the one I did already? Yin and Yang balance. Yes. So these are other ones. Look at the heart and the love. Yes. Anyway, clouds, distractions. Have your head in the clouds. Anyway, I just want to say I absolutely love these decks. I ended up having to record this 3 times. So if it sounds like I'm tired and stuttering over everything and tired of mispronouncing stuff, it's because I've literally been doing this for 5 hours and y'all probably going to see 30 minutes of it. So I thank y'all so much. Tell me which deck that you guys enjoy the most. I can't tell you which one I enjoy the most because I use them all for something different and they all give me amazing vibes. I'll probably post some pictures like right at this time of some pairings and stuff that I've done, or maybe I'll do a completely different video of that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some pairings of some black owned mass market and indie black owned business tarot oracles and stuff like that. Okay, so that'll be the video after I do the love readings, I believe. But yeah, baby, let me tell you, these all have a special place in my heart. There's a space, a time, and a place to use all of these. So let me know what you like. You can find all of these, at least the ones I've gotten, from my nearest either Books A Million or Barnes and Noble. I have not seen them in like my indie shops, my indie spiritual shops, or anything like that. But yes, you can definitely find these in those places. Now, if all hearts and minds are clear, be good, be smart, be safe, take your healing seriously, and I'll see you in the next one.